Hello, so you are not allowed to get mad at me because I took my tablets late, but I've punished myself by being in pain. However, I tweeted yesterday that basically musicians have a duty of care to their supporters and fans or whatever. And then the true COVID queen, Cara Jackson, replied and was like, oh, it's unfair unless you're a top 40 artist, you don't get to choose the venues that you're in. Which, we're going to put a pin in that for a second. This is the same Jackson who was messaging me on Twitter about, like, how to get COVID, air purifiers in the venues. And I'm like, bro, maybe don't leave it to the day before. And, maybe wear a mask on stage. And maybe just don't go on tour and on planes. But that's just me. Oh, it's kind of... I want to say all this information, but, condense it. So I'm going to try. Is a signed artist. They have a manager. Well, at the most, they have a manager. They have They have a team. Like, if you are touring with Bailey, then you have a team around you. I will say that if you choose to participate in the music industry in unsafe ways, so that is sort of on you, because there are so many safe ways that you could now perform: drive-throughs, virtual performances, outdoor performances where everyone is spaced out. And it is look, if I myself, an person, can figure it out, then you with resources can also figure it out. So don't give me that bullshit, for one. And two, and I'm going to be quite blunt here. When am I not blunt? Why are you picking on me? If you follow my tweets, you know my story. I say it every other week. Why are you picking on me, saying actually, that's not fair? Go fight them then. All that energy that you spend this kind of faux I care about COVID bullshit when you can't even... You don't care enough to not... But whatever. Why would you not... Don't pick on me. But then you know why they're picking on me. Because you know when we start building infrastructures... And I don't know, I'm not saying that I'm going to gain loads of social capital, but when, I come out and say, haha, I was right, you want to be in my good books. Well, no. Now what's happening is when this all comes to a head, I'm going to pick on you. And this just goes to my large point, is that there are a lot of COVID-conscious people who are just saying the right thing now because they have the wherewithal to know that in a couple of years' time... Like with HIV, like with an AIDS, and like with a bunch of things, eugenical things. I'm going to start singing cats. I'm so sorry. But when when it is recognised for what it is, a lot of people want to be on the right side of history, but then there are going to be poor motherfuckers like me. If I make it in a couple of years' time, then I'm going to call you a big, fat, fucking phony. I'm going to call you a big fat phony, and you're just gonna have to deal with it. And I always win arguments, so